If you ever thought making fresh milled bread was too complicated, too expensive, or too time consuming, this loaf might change your mind. This bread contains 30% fresh milled grains and beans that I actually ground in my 35-year-old Vitamix blender, and the bread machine did most of the work for me. Honestly, bread machines are one of the most overlooked kitchen tools out there. I see them all the time at the thrift stores, and I actually picked up the second machine for just $4 the other day. And if you've got one sitting in your cabinet collecting dust, let this be your sign to pull it back out. I'm going to start off by mixing several grains that I have on hand, kind of mimicking an Ezekiel flour. You can absolutely just use wheat, berries, or spelt. You don't have to do this part, but I just like having this variety. So I'm going to start off with 975 grams of hard red wheat. I can get this locally from a farmer. You could also get it on Azure Standard or just check out some online resources. To this, I'm going to add 275 grams of spelt berries. Normally I would do 75 grams of millet, but I ran out and I also didn't have any whole sorghum, so I'm actually just throwing in 75 grams of sorghum flour. Again, the idea is to get creative, add some depth of flavor, and use what you have. And lastly, 95 grams of whole barley, and then we'll put a lid on this and make sure it's very well combined. And this is just going to be something that sits on the shelf and I measure out how much I need. So this step will just save me a little bit of time in the future when I plan on making my next loaf. Once that's combined, I'm just going to measure out about how much I think I need for this recipe. So about 285 grams of these grains. I'm putting it directly into my Vitamix dry blender container, and then we'll turn this into flour. And yes, I did buy this Vitamix somewhere in the early to mid 1990s, and it's still going strong. And because I went higher protein in this bread, I'm going to go ahead and do 26 grams of beans. These ones actually happen to be Anasazi beans. They grow locally here in my area in southwest Colorado. Very, very similar to pinto beans. And I'm also going to do 19 grams of lentils. And you can use any lentils, mine just happen to be brown. We're going to do the same thing and mill those in our Vitamix dry container. If you have a flour mill, feel free to use that. And this is what it will look like. And then we're going to go ahead and start mixing up our bread. To ensure softer bread, I'm going to go ahead and start with 1.25 cups of milk, and this is just room temperature milk, and add an egg, and then just lightly beat that. The egg is completely optional. It does add some softness to the bread, so if that's of concern to you, but the milk is kind of the most important thing if you want a nice, soft, moist bread, and you can use any kind of alternative milk that you'd like. So go ahead and add that to the baking pan, and to this we're going to add 2.5 tablespoons of butter. Of course, if you don't use butter, you can use something like avocado oil or olive oil. It can be made vegan very easily. Next, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of honey. Again, if you want to make this with non-animal products, you could use molasses. That's going to give it a much deeper depth of flavor. You could also use maple syrup. Now I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I like Redmond real salt. Use whatever salt you like. Next up is our flour mixture. So this is our fresh milled flour with the beans in it, and that's 1 cup total. And then we'll add our 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now I like to use unbleached organic all-purpose flour. Use what you have, what you like, what's available to you. And then this is going to be our one variable. I live at 5,500 feet. If I use 2 teaspoons of yeast, my bread will collapse in the center because that's just what elevation does. So the recipe normally would be 2 teaspoons of yeast. So if you're not at high elevation, go with 2 teaspoons and see how it works out for you. So I'm going to use my brand new, to me, thrift store bread machine I got for $4. It happens to be identical to my existing bread machine, so that was kind of nice. I already know how this one works and can adapt my recipes if needed. Just pop that pan right in there, and then I have tried both my basic bread setting as well as the whole wheat. They both work fine with this recipe. I bake mine on the 2-pound setting, and I choose the lighter crust. Since it is a whole wheat, you can choose what you prefer and then just hit your start button. This is going to run for about 3 hours and 20 minutes. The beauty is it's doing all of the kneading. It's setting the temperature so it rises correctly, and it's saving me all that hassle of babysitting dough. I literally just set it and forget it until I hear the beeping and it is ready. Once it's cooled off, it's ready to slice, and it's so delicious. You really don't need much to make homemade bread. I hope you can see that in this video. I will link a couple of products below that I find makes life a little bit easier, especially when it comes to slicing bread. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I'd love to share more tips with you on baking and farm life.